Alright. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for this. So here we are back with another account review. I hope you're all excited. If you are, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. Anyways, it's gonna get started. So for this episode, what we're going to be doing is I'm actually going to be choosing some of you guys from my Discord server. So if you guys want to have a chance to, have your account reviewed, you can go ahead and join my Discord server. I'm going to go ahead and choose some of you guys from here and then also some from previous video. So you can go ahead and also still comment on this video, your profile name and team name and what you want me to review. Or if you want me to just do like a whole account review, I can do that too. But go ahead and join my Discord server and there should be a channel right down here. It says MG plus Dan's ML help. You'll see the MG account review. So if you go ahead and tap on that, you can go ahead and insert a picture of your profile. That way it's a lot easier, you know what I mean, for me to just go ahead and easily search up your team name and also look at your profile through there. But like I said, I'm still going to be choosing some of you guys from the previous videos as well. So it'll be a mix of previous video and also Discord. So if you want to boost up your chance, double your chance, you can comment down below your team name and profile in here and also join my Discord and do it over there. That way you kind of double your chances as well, if you know what I mean. But anyways guys, the first player we have here is Gabriel. So Gabriel from Reborn Tigers. I feel like I've heard of this team before. So he's a co-lead. We've got 115k monster at level 117. So let's see. So your attack team, you're using Kinecro with the Trade Disabler and Damage Booster, Cannon 11, and then you have Scat Cold. Okay, not bad. What I would recommend though is running at least 2 team speed on Scat Cold if you want. I feel like that would work better because I don't think there's any reason to make Scat Cold that tanky, but if you want to keep the 2 life, you can do that. But anyways, if anything, you can actually run a life with life with strength on Kinecro. So it'd be life with strength with 2 strength, and then you can make Canine even slower, just 1 speed slower, so that Canine is still faster than Kinecro. That way you can deal more damage, or you can do triple strength instead of the life with strength if you want. I think that'd be better. But anyways, we have for your defense, we have Baba Bashir's Hacker with Ural and this monster. Not bad. Okay, good setup. I like the stuff here. It's a double dodge area with a taunt combo, so that's not really nice. But let's see what else we have here. Actually, I feel like you should make Baba Bashir a bit faster since he's at level 134. Since he's not at 150, he's not super fast. Therefore, like the speed's only 18k. You can just run like at least 1 speed. So this level 12, you can actually swap it with a 1 speed and then keep the 2 level 11 strengths, because that way you can actually trigger. So you're running Adventure's Amulet. I don't understand why players are actually doing this. If you don't have the other one, then I understand. But if you have the other amulet, I forget what it's called, but the amulet that it removes pause or status effect, because that combining it with this, you basically get your Rage of the Baboon awakening and special skills straight away like that. So I feel like you should do that. That way you can actually get more defense wins from there. But let's see what else we have here. So for your best monsters, what I'd highly recommend focusing on would be these 2 monsters. Rank up these 2, ignore these 3. Okay, for now, Albanos is amazing. This is a good choice. Rank it up. This is a good monster. This is a good one. This one's quite decent, but I like this one more. Dumbane's really good. Ruzard's okay. I mean, he's good for, I would say, Team Wars maybe, but Sorceress is good. And that's about it. Anyway, so we went ahead and hopped onto this player's island. What do we have here? So you've got your, basically this main island's full of just random monsters. You got legendary monsters, nature, fire, dark. Basically, it's kind of like a mess, I would say. You can definitely organize it a little more. I mean, I'm gonna say, like, I like the fact that you're using like most of your space. That's really cool. But like, you can definitely do a lot better than what you have going on here. Like these 2 worker huts, go ahead and move these to like this right here. I'm sure you can fit it right here and then another one right here. You know what I mean? So those 2 worker huts could go there or right here. And then these 3, you can keep them where they are, but I feel like they would work better if they're like a little bit to the left right here on this corner, because you're wasting some of that space right there, you know what I mean? So this right here, what I would highly recommend doing is replacing it with mythic habitats at level 117, and you have quite a lot of mythics. I've seen it. So if I do owned and if I go through mythics, look, you have a pretty decent collection of mythics. So this is pretty good. I would use this over the legendary monsters to make gold for yourself. You have a lot, so I recommend taking advantage of that. This is okay. You can keep it where it is, or you can move it right here. You've got your mythic monsters here and here and here. Okay, this is okay. No. What is this? Don't tell me you're doing this. No, I saw this in one player's island on my live stream, and I was like, no, there's no way this player's actually doing this. What am I looking at? This is not okay. Don't use your gold boosts as some type of decoration. What is this? Oh my gosh. No. Okay, I'm gonna have to use this for a thumbnail. All right, so let me go ahead and help you out. All right, so basically the gold boost, the purpose of these is to boost up your monsters gold, basically, to help them, you know, with the percentage, increase their percentage, and that way they help you in return, giving you more gold. So let's say, for example, we use this Dawn Turtle, or whatever his name is, you know, the turtle monster. Let's use him as a example. So we've got these earth boosts, right? Let's say we go ahead and place one of them, we squeeze it right here if we can, which obviously we can't, but let's say if you were to place it right here, let's just say, instead of these boosts, imagine these aren't here, you place one earth boost here next to this monster. Basically that will increase his gold percentage by 10%. So every single one of these will basically increase by 10%. So that way it's up to 40%. If you place all four right here, that would increase by 40%. He will basically double his gold and whatever, basically give you more gold. And then there's obviously gold runes that you can also equip that could actually get you even to 80%, 90% or whatever. But you get the point. So you having these here, it doesn't really do much. It really doesn't. To me, this looks like you're using it as like a, whatchamacallit, as a decoration, which obviously it's not a good idea. What I would recommend doing is obviously, first of all, go ahead and take care of your monsters, place them in the right exact order. So for example, you can use this specific island, this whole island, and only place specific elements. So it would be like, let's say if you're going to keep this earth monster here, you do all earth monsters basically. Some of them could be earth and water, some of them could be earth and fire, whatever it is. Just go ahead and basically have them all in there, and then go ahead and place a boost and actually place a boost correctly. Like, go ahead and spread them out so that everybody takes advantage of it, you know what I mean? Not just one or two habitats. To me right now, you're basically wasting a lot of gold. This is literally wasting like millions if not billions of gold right now. So why would you want to do that? I understand like sometimes you get to a point where gold is like nothing to you. For me, for example, I have 31 billion or something like that. I have so much gold and it's like nothing. I don't really want that gold. It's just there sitting there, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you can actually use that in the future, upgrading ancestral habitats, or not upgrading, but building ancestral habitats, and even building more and upgrading more mythic habitats, obviously. So that's when it actually comes in useful, to be useful. But anyways, guys, this island, honestly, I'm a little disappointed, but Gabriel, I want you to re-enter in the near future. Go ahead and post your account again in the near future, and let me go ahead and review it, you know what I mean? Because this is quite interesting. There's a lot to work on. Like this right here is a mess. This I would say is a mess as well. You've got dark monsters with fire, metal, magic, and so on. Basically these three are good. Obviously the placement of this is not bad. You can keep it there. Level 12, that's really good. That's impressive. I mean, mine's like what, level 11 or something, and I don't want to upgrade it to level 12 because what, it costs gems, I think it is. But I don't want to waste or spend gems. Not right now. I think I'm good. I mean, I'm not in the competitive team anymore. So next player that we have is Demonic Theo from the Reapers team, and this player's at level 111 with 82k monster power. So the defense team looks pretty good. Obviously he's using the classic 1011 with Grafani Iron Wings, although I don't understand why there's a stamina rune there, but everything else looks good. And the other parts, yeah. Stim pack, you should definitely switch this up though with like a character's horn. The Eeltron's mask, you can switch this up with something that'll regenerate your stamina. Like Torbox's mask is pretty good because that way you can also not only regenerate stamina but also apply curse after dealing damage. And then this monster, I think it's just not set up right. So like you see the runes are messed up, and also the relics, there aren't any relics. So I'm not gonna really say anything about that. I'm sure that's just a mistake there. Your attack team, on the other hand, you're using the Baba Bashir with Gonzo setup and Dumbane. Not bad. This is actually pretty good. And yeah, it's basically just a double dodge area with a taunt combo. So that's not bad. I do want to see what relic you're using. This is what I was talking about earlier. So the New Wave amulet's a lot better in my opinion. You're using Adventurer's Ascent. That's cool too. It revives you. Pretty cool. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on to your best monsters. Let's see what you got. So Grafania, Baba Bashir, and you've got yourself Just and Justice. I'm kind of jealous you've got this monster, but happy for you. So now that you have this monster already at 150, you can go ahead and focus on these two next, and then focus on Tid and Tideborn. These two monsters, you don't really have to worry about these ones really. Then you have obviously Shield Bolt. Okay, so Shield Bolt's not bad. Pretty decent taunt monster. This is at 150, good job, that's really good. He's not bad as a supporter, so if you want to invest in that, this is also pretty good. You can invest in Gonzo. And then looking at the rest, Fatal Hero is pretty good for Team Wars because of the area random debuff that he applies as a status caster. Rusty Red Tail is pretty good. And then obviously Dumbane at the end, which is pretty good too. Let's go ahead and take a look at this player's islands. So we have Grifania, we've got the Thunder Monster, and then we do so 2 Ancestrals, and then the remaining, it's kind of a mess again. So although this part isn't really a mess, you've got all the magic monsters, so that's good. But then you come to this part, we have light monster with earth, and basically this is where it kind of gets messy. So this part is good, although this magic boost, why do you have that there? Wait, hold on, that's a magic, right? I'm just trying to see. You've got a legendary monster that's magic. This one's a magic too, but they're both legendaries. These guys, none of these guys are magic monsters. Lucky Clint is, Sigurd is, but these two aren't. So what I would do if I were you, I'd actually go ahead and place all the magic monsters. Like for example, this Gobslayer, I'm pretty sure he's actually magic. You can go ahead and move him into this habitat and move Ural and Queen Salasa somewhere else, so you can make your main island full of like magic and another element, like for example light that you have already. So you can keep this. Then again, you have a fire monster there, which I don't understand, so it's kind of a mess if you take a look at it. But also another thing is you're not really taking advantage of the full space that you have. So you see you're wasting some space right there, you're wasting some space here, and obviously these, like the ancestral habitats, they don't really need this much space, you know what I mean? You can go ahead and squeeze them even in like the mini islands right here. Like their habitats are so small that you can literally fit them in your pocket. That's how small they are. So I would highly say take advantage of the little whatchamacallit spaces that are around the island. If not, you can actually keep them where they are, and have more light monsters around here instead of magic, so that you can place these light boosts a little bit closer to Grifania, so Grifania could take advantage of that boost. So I doubt he's having more than 10% of the light boost. So again, I would focus on the main island. That needs a lot of work. Your second island, this is a bit of a mess as well. Reason for that is because of this, like they don't need this much space, you know what I mean? You can literally squeeze these into the little parts right here in the island. So that'll be, there's one right here, you can place in 2 right here that you could fit in. You already fit 1 right there, but I'm pretty sure you could, if you move this a little bit here and move this a little bit to the right, you can probably place another one there. So you get my point, right? And again, for food farms, I think that this island or this island works best for those because of how little they are. This is a lot of space for just food farms. I feel like this island's not looking bad, but again, it's a bit of a mess as well. I see you've got magic monsters mixed with nature, metal, water. It's just, yeah, you get the point. So there's a lot to work on. Obviously it's gonna take you a while, I would say. But probably like 20-30 minutes of work just moving monsters here and there. Eventually you'll get it. Place your breeding guardians with your hatchery, I would say. Trust me, it's a lot more convenient. So this right here if you want, and then where's your other breeding? Oh, right here. Yeah, I don't understand why your breedings are so far apart from each other. From your hatchery too. You got another ancestral building. Cool, good stuff. But anyways, a level 11 rune building, and then we've got 3 of these ready to go. Cool. All right, for the most part, I mean, you need a lot of work to done. Most of them is just basically moving your monsters around. Like I always recommend using your main island, split it into 2 or 4, and then have like one side one element, the other side the other element, unless you're doing like 4. So if you were to divide it by 4, you'd have like light element here, fire here, dark, magic, whatever you want to do. You could do a mix of 4. But for you have quite a lot of monsters. I would do your main island and split it into 2 instead of 4, so you can have like magic monsters on one side, light monsters on another side. And then this island could be your food farms, for example. This island could be full of water or light or fire, whatever it is, you know what I mean? Next player that we have is Dark Emmy from Huff's team. Let's see what this player is all about. We got 4k monster power and is at level 51. This player just said he wants an overall basically account review and doesn't really know what to really improve or focus on. So let's go ahead and see what we have here. For attack team, he's using Fireful with the new ancestral monster, so basically like a damage boost and turn transfer over to the monster, which is not a bad combo because this monster does have damage boost, and that is something that this monster needs to unlock his awakening. Although, let me see, divine justice, yeah, so this is kind of his awakening, but I don't know if he gets it at, does he have it? It doesn't really show. Like normally when you tap on it, it actually like kind of pops up as a whole, you know what I mean? Like the whole thing actually pops up. But I don't know, maybe that's just when you're spectating like or viewing a player's account, it doesn't. But anyways, so that's not bad. Although what I would do is actually give in speed runes only to Fireful. Get rid of these 2, give in only speed runes, okay? With justice, obviously equip him with some strength runes, maybe some speed, but strength runes the most. And then obviously with this epic curse monster, I would do 1 life and 2 team speed. So get rid of the strength runes and give in team speeds instead, and run this monster as an attacker, obviously, or torturer, whichever one. But his role is supposed to be like absorbing all the damage, not to attack, you know what I mean? Obviously there are better or different monsters out there, like for example Sky Cold could be used as an attacker and supporter, or tank, sorry, and then there's Flame Guard that could be used as a tank and attacker. With him, not so much. He's just better off as a more of like a tank, you know what I mean, to take in the damage instead. With your defense team, you're using Darman with Heyman and Calrook. Okay, so with this, I would actually get rid of your defense team, well, especially this monster. Let me see if you have another monster that you can actually replace it with. What do we have? What do we have? There's not really much you can play around with. Maybe using Jocko with some straight runes, I would say. You can probably throw them in there, but you can keep them for now, I would say, but it's just your runes. So for raid skin, you can keep in like that team life and then do like 2 team speed or something, or you could do 1 life and 2 team speed. And then we've got Lord Heyman, run speed runes only on Lord Heyman, and you can keep the runes here that you have. It's just, there's not much to play around with here, I would say, with the setup. I'm trying to see for your attack team. Actually, what you can do is you can use Darman with this monster for your attack team. You know, triple damage boost, you know what I mean? That way it's actually guaranteed that triple damage. With him, you're just basically kind of guessing, like you're just basically, it's an RNG, you know, the random positive aspect, you don't know what you're getting. So sometimes you could be getting like a really good damage, but sometimes really not. You could do Darman with this monster and this tank for your attack team, or you can actually have Darman with a Justice and use this monster for your defense team and throw him into your attack team. And then you could do, for example, him as your attacker if you want, for your defense for a little bit until you get like a better monster. They're just like, most of these monsters that you see down here are basically outdated. The only one that's not outdated here would be this one, and maybe McCreamy. You can maybe use a little bit of McCreamy there, but yeah, the monsters you should focus on would be Just and Justice. You can do maybe Jocko, because why not? I mean, he's free, and he's pretty decent for starters. You've got this one that's really good. This one's good. This one's not bad. He's really good as a supporter, by the way. Use 40 laps. Start using 40 laps. He's good. He's basically like another version of Darman, basically. Obviously Darman's better. And then Lord Heyman's really good. So use Lord Heyman too. Went ahead and visiting this player's island. Let's see what we have here. So we have Jocko with Fireful and then a bunch of Panicans. So obviously you can continue using your Panicans for now, but later on you want to switch it up with either Legendary Habitats or Mythics. So for now you can keep it the way it is, but you know what? Let me see. So you got fire monsters. Where are your fire boosts? You have them right here, which is okay, but why not spread them out a little bit? You know what I mean? Like spread them out a little bit if you can. You're using most of your space, which is not bad. These worker huts, again, you can move the worker huts and squeeze them in the little like mini spaces that you have here or right here, because well, actually, you can't do it right there yet because you need to purchase this, which makes sense. Okay, why don't you move it? Let me see, maybe in the little parts right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe. Try it. That way, you know, you have more space there that you can probably squeeze and keep squeezing, and eventually you could probably place in another mythic habitat. Or actually what you can do is move these as well. Move these 3 temples, or 2 of them at least, to another island. And then getting rid of these will basically give you a lot more space. You can actually place in another habitat in there. But anyways, for the most part, I can't really say much because you're still progressing, I would say. For now, you can keep it the way it is, but later on, obviously, legendary or mythic habitats is what you should go for, what you should aim for. For your level, you're doing pretty decent, I would say. And I understand. I think you're a returner player, if I'm not mistaken. Like from what I'm seeing it from your account, like the monsters that you have, you like return back from legendary era to like maybe blossom era, I think is what I saw, like with like forge laps and stuff like that, epic Ursus and so on. And then there's another monster later on at galactic era, you know, which was Darman, and then it just slowly up and up, you know what I mean? So you've been, I think I've seen like a little bit of a break here and there, but let me see. Oh yeah, here's the thing, focus on this, get this repaired as soon as possible, build it up, get it to 3 stars, because trust me, this will help you during breeding events where you can get basically access to more monsters, and it just helps out a lot more, even like during team races. This is also really good for getting food, and then obviously this will be later on, you don't have to worry about that one until later on, but these 2 are a must have. Okay, you got to repair both of them, get them to 3 stars. Anyways guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today's Monster Chains video. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. Let me know again in the comments down below your team name and profile name and what you want me to review or focus on, and then obviously join my Discord server, which is linked in the description down below. You can go ahead and join it. Head over to that specific channel that I told you guys about in the beginning of the video, and you guys can go ahead and comment down below your, you know, or the image of your profile there, so I can and go ahead and review it. That way you can kind of double your chances. But anyways guys, it's gonna be pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.